I would say thank you so much, God, for the fact that I have a TV room where my kids and I can enjoy movies. Thank you so much, my bedroom. Thank you that I have warm water. And it really became such a space where my heart's always full. I was really always happy. Whenever I'm doing cleaning, I'll put music on, and it wasn't like a lust. It wasn't something that I had to do. I enjoyed it because I would clean my windows because you know what? I'm so grateful that some of my walls are windows. What? Are you kidding me? I'm so grateful that I have this beautiful like cutlery and like dishes to wash because that means I had a full meal. That means my kids ate. Dishes mean that people ate, you know. And I know it sounds excessive, but it really helped me just go to bed with a little bit of like peace. That I was present during the day, that I created memories with my kids. I wasn't just rushing through the day, and that I was present and I was grateful. Now, I don't always get it right, understand me, but this was so made from so much better from operating from a space of rushing and constantly getting onto the next task for the sake of getting it done. You know what I mean? Something Joyce also spoke about, and something I read in my Bible. I have this woman's Bible, and she, the author, she's not the author of the Bible, obviously, but she created this woman's book. She speaks about how women and moms with a temperament, and I take that responsibility on. I remember my mom coming home. There was days where we would run to our rooms and make sure that we took the chicken out or whatever, and there were days where we would just stay in the lounge. But most days we would like scatter because you know when your mom comes home, it's either what have you done, did you do this, why are you sitting, did you homework, and I'm like, who smarts to listen to that when they walk into the house? All our parents did it. And I was like, that's not the energy I want for my home. So you have to be so cautious when you walk in to not see all the things that are wrong, but rather how you use, I miss you guys so much, you know, and it just changes the temperament. So that means that when my kids are speaking to me, I want to listen to all 700 facts and not only five. That means that I am offering myself grace. That if I'm having a difficult time, I can communicate with my human and say, guys, I just need five. And then go and take your five instead of operating a place where you're overstimulated. It's so good when you, what I'm about to share, the list to help you get here, is just so good because you're creating good boundaries. You are setting yourself up for to be more present, and you're realizing that everything you have in your life, oh man, everything you have in your life is by the grace of God, and you get to do these things. You don't have to, you know. So obviously, you know, I'm a list kind of girl. So let's go into how I got here, so you can take notes because I love it. So I'm going to read it so I don't lose track. So just a quick recap. Obviously, I made a list of mundane things. It can be anything. Mine was literally from making lunch to bath time, anything. Where I was rushing bath time now, more than ever, I bath with my kids. Before it wasn't the case because I love a hot shower. I really do, but then I do that in the morning. And then I also let them shower with me, but just spending time. And I realized when I got into the bath the one time, like months ago, years ago, even not months ago, but I'm talking about the new home. Then they were so excited. I'm like, for bath time. They're like, Mom, are you going to bath with us? And it used to be like something I do once in a while. Now a week doesn't go past that I don't bath with them. And they love it. I have no idea why. Because I just lay in the bath. I can't almost wash in the bath. I'm an adult. And I don't dirty their water. So I'll go shower afterwards. But just playing with them, they love that. But I'm getting carried away. And then you make a list of things you're grateful for, and then the kind of home you want. So my husband and I would sit down, and obviously we have our like my home thing. And what kind of family do you want? Memories do you want to create? Do you want to create a home where your kids remember holidays? That's what I remember with my family. My parents, they would take us on holidays all the time. I recall that so much. We don't really go on holidays, but I think it's more what you want your kids to experience. Just like anything in life, you have goals, and then how do you implement those goals? So here's the list part. Okay. Instead of I have to, we're going to start with I get to. It just changes your perspective, and it really does. Oh, I still have to go buy bread. I have to do no. Oh, I would like to go buy bread. Oh, I would like to get something for the school because the kids need this for project. Not I have to. You don't have to do anything, but you get to do it. If it feels more comfortable, you say I get to do it. That's fine. But I found I get to felt weird, so I would just start with I would still like to go to the store. I'd like to still go buy bread. I'd like to, or you know, and then making a list of stuff you're grateful for. Obviously, write things down. Anything. I like to use my senses first of all. I also my kids start from where you are. I love the fact, and I'm grateful for the fact that I have all my senses. I can smell, I can taste, I can hear, I can see everything. I'm so grateful for that. And then go from what you have and to what you get to do. You get to go to work. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I have an income and whatever it is. And then I think be present. So, and because you're understanding each task, now you're present. So, the kids come from school. Um, while they unpack the bag with them. Or when they're unpacking their lunch, be there. Or like I would sit on my daughter's bed when she's busy getting dressed and she'll tell me about it and I sit there. Be present, be with them. And find ways to be present. Like now when I cook dinner, I made an episode about this as well. Let him do stuff with you. My little one can use the washing machine. She doesn't obviously know which button to press, but she knows she must put in this. That's her job. The stay soft is her job because she likes doing that. And then she closes it and then she just presses the thing and I allow her to press it. And then when she's looking away quickly, I would turn into the basin, but she loves it. Even a dishwasher, she just loves pressing. I think it's a noise. But the point is, I would frustrate myself because I'm like, guys, I just want to get these things done. But no. And the washing, I have literally a washing line outside. I'll show you guys, like the small one and the big one. And I'd give her the socks and she loves it. She hung the pegs up. Yesterday we literally did the washing and she hung it up upside down. She enjoyed it because now they're part of the day. And I think that adds value to them because then they're going to know how to do things, especially as young little humans. And then obviously, just pause, like take a moment. Like I was saying, when we went shopping the other day and we're driving home, I told my little humans, I just need a moment because they were still talking to me. And I said, guys, I just need a moment because I was so stressed just running this errand because I was looking for them and they like running up and down. And I'm like, I just need a moment to calm down. And I put on some music and I listened to one song and I said, okay, cool. Where were we? Let's talk about it. What were you going to tell me? What are the facts? Because I want to be present, but I don't want to be in a space of overstimulation, right? And then anchor your day with presence. So whether it's bedtime stories or dinner or the school run, just treat those moments like sacred moments. So we have routine. I love a routine and I feel like routine keeps me grounded and routine makes me look out for something that if I maybe didn't have time to sit with them when they were changing from school because I had a meeting, I know that we have dinner time. I know that we have our walk. I know that we're gonna bath together. So those things will keep you present because you're like, okay, cool, I couldn't do this now, it's fine. And then also enjoy those moments that you are thinking to get through. Like I said, pace yourself, enjoy it. I definitely felt like you're trying to get to the next task, and then when I get to bed I'm like, why was I rushing all the tasks? Why are we rushing to get things done? I know we need to get it done for the sake of getting it done, but why are we rushing to get it done? If you're going to get it done, it's fine, but get it done nicely. Get it done until your heart is like full. Don't just get it done for the sake of, because you're going to be done our whole life, and then we're done, and then it's 8 years later, and your children are in high school, and you're like, all I've done is done my whole life. Don't do that. And then remember the unspoken influence you have with your family. You are your husband or your partner or your children or wherever you are their safe space, especially as a mom. Like they walk in, and if I'm moody, I know I impact my family. If I'm having a bad day, I know they're walking on eggshells, and it's not always fair because we're allowed to be human, but take that responsibility serious and give yourself a time out if you need to. Go sit in your room, go read a book, go scroll somewhere, go hide away from them, as opposed to constantly being the angry mom or the frustrated mom or, mom, are you okay? Mom, do you need a moment? Because that's unfair. And we knew how we grew up. Our parents, again, they didn't have as much exposure to stuff we have now, like your counselors and your chickens and your Instagram giving you all these facts. But I had a great childhood. I can't say that my parents weren't great, but I know there were moments where my moms, because I had a stepmom and a real mom, like they definitely impacted the home, and it wasn't always great. We would chill at home, and if they walked in, you could tell by their steps, by their face, by the way they were walking into the house, it's not about to be a good moment. And worse, if they start with, have you done this? Why didn't you do that? Then you know what? I should have just been in the pool when they got home, or like running or something. I should have been anywhere but in the lounge chilling. And I also don't want my kids to have the energy where they see me and they can't show. Yeah. Although it comes naturally, because now when you walk into the lounge, like, but what do you mean? You can see the chips laying on the floor. You're just chilling there. But anyway, I hope, because I said so much, I hope it makes sense. Like I said, I've already had this episode. I'm going to load this also onto my podcast. Now, my podcast is a bit shorter because I'm obviously just reading from my journal and it's not as much interaction. But I hope that however you find a space to find joy or peace, I hope that you take it seriously and I hope you find it. I hope there's added value to that because it's been working for me. I love this. I don't always do it, guys. Obviously not. But it's become so much part of my daily life that more often than not, I am enjoying my kids and my bedtime. So when they're sleeping, I don't miss them. I'm not saying I wish I coulda, woulda. I'm enjoying it. And yeah, even if you get it right once or twice a day, it's more times than you did yesterday. And eventually you're going to get one day completely right and the next day you're going to get completely wrong. But you know what? Yesterday you got it completely right. So yeah, we can talk about this forever, but I hope you come back. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to put everything in my podcast like here. Okay. Have a good day, guys.